What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin. In today's video, this is going to be a vlog of just updates on the channel, updates on the E36, plans that I have going on, general information on how the LS swap is going, general life stuff that's going on with me. Right now it's about 6:45 in the morning and I'm actually just heading out to the gym right now. Yeah, I just want to give you guys updates and let you know what's going on the channel. All right, as you guys can see, it's still pretty early in the morning time. It's still pretty dark outside. Like I said earlier, guys, I just started a new shift, so I am working night shifts, 12-hour shifts. Today I got off a little early, but yeah, this is gonna be my new schedule. I used to work 8-hour shifts between 3 to 11, 5 days a week, and now I only have to go to work 3 times a week. So definitely gonna have more time on my hands, which is awesome. Gives me more time to do more car stuff and make more content for you guys. So I hope that this new schedule works out for me. I've got some exciting news going on with the E36 swap right now. Aaron actually test fitted the car with the exhaust manifolds on, and he can finally see how much we need to cut out of the frame rails of the car. And this is nothing new. We already knew this was going to happen, but it's just another step closer to finally getting the fitment on point. So on top of that too, we're finally doing some planning on the steering column and the steering shaft. We ended up ordering a steering shaft from Condor Speed. It looks to be pretty low profile. It has the spines needed to attach to like the actual steering column and the steering rack of the vehicle. This was one of those fitment things that we didn't really want to take a chance on buying like a universal joint, because we wanted to make sure that it fits on correctly. So what we intend on doing with this is modifying it, and unfortunately that involves cutting it apart. This is kind of the mock-up of what it should look like once we're all done. Obviously we might have to buy more material, and we will need to buy an additional U-joint to make it work, but this is pretty much what our end goal is going to look like. Now that we're finally starting to get a little more dialed in on the fitment stuff, I actually reached out to Aaron because I am going to actually paint my engine bay. I pretty much went ahead and purchased a Fuji sprayer. It's a stage 4 turbine sprayer. It took me a long while to finally pull the trigger on this, and I think this is a good pickup. I actually got my rebate back from GM, and it was about a $500 rebate for the Connect and Cruise kit. So I actually put that towards the sprayer, and it did save me a lot of money. So the plan is, once Aaron gets all the fitment dialed in, I'm gonna go ahead and tow the car back to my place, prep the engine bay, and get it resprayed. Now, another option that Aaron was telling me was that I could potentially get the car back and completely respray the entire vehicle, which to me sounds pretty cool, but at the same time too, I just don't want to feel like I need to get it all done at once, because I've never painted a car before and I really want to take my time with the exterior, so I really don't want to rush in doing that. In terms of the engine bay, I think I can knock that out in about a week. At least I'm hoping. Obviously, I want to clean it, sand it down, basically get it prepped for primer and for paint. In terms of the color, I pretty much have an idea when I want to paint it. I'm looking at this Mesa Gray. I wanted something that was just simple and clean. I'm not trying to go for something too crazy. If I had an alternate color I was really looking at, was probably a purple. I think this Mesa Gray color will look really good on the E36. It'll complement the wheels. Yeah, I think it'll look great with my setup. So I'm pretty much almost to the gym right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get my workout in, and I'll fill you guys in on what else is going on the channel. All right guys, so I just got out of the gym. Man, yeah, cardio boxing class, guys, is no joke. It literally kicked my ass. I usually don't like working out like right after work, but I figured this is the only best time that I could possibly go. I always feel like I get a better workout first thing in the morning or first thing when I wake up. Yeah, just felt like I had extra energy today, so why not do a workout right after night shift, right? Anyways, I'm going to my barbershop right now to get a haircut. I freshened up real quick in the bathroom, so hopefully I don't smell bad. I don't think I smell bad. Anyways, I digress. Let's talk about more car stuff. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos on how to paint a car. Anyways, take 2. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos on how to paint a car. It looks like it's just basically a bunch of prep work, sanding, body filler, primer, base coat, clear coat. I'm hoping in the next 2 or 3 weeks, just a guesstimated time frame, but the car will probably be back in my garage. I'm gonna have to make some arrangements in the garage to make like a semi-paint booth, and this is just gonna be for the engine bay. I'm pretty much like 75% sure I'm gonna just do the engine bay, but let me know what you guys think. Should I just go ahead and just paint the whole car, or should I you know, just do the engine bay first. My logic is that I feel like I just don't want to be rushed in doing the body work and painting the outside of the car. I don't want to take it home, paint it all up, and then really take my time when my priority is really getting it back on the road. So what I might end up doing is just doing the engine bay first, and then eventually painting the entire car. Because remember guys, it still has a wrap on there, and I still have to go and fix some of the dings, small dings here and there in the paint. So it's not exactly super quick and super easy, and to do a good paint job, it does take time. So I am leaning towards going that route. Moving on to actual channel updates, we do have a couple of car events coming up. I know that there's like a small car show, Ripples event that's going to be happening this coming weekend. And this is a local event. This is just in my local town in Sacramento, Elk Grove area. If you guys remember, I did go to one last year, and it was actually really cool. It was dope. They got a lot of cool cars. There was even a Pagani out there, so that was pretty sick. I think Remar is going, and he did register his truck, so that's going to be pretty cool to watch. And on top of that too, I believe there is another Super Donut meet, and this is actually like a trunk or treat. So that one's also going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to see that. That'll be fun to see people dress up and see all the cars out there as well. So more car meets in the future. And yeah, I'm just really excited on the progress of the E36, guys. That's basically like my bread and butter on the channel. I really love the Supra, but man, I just really can't wait to get that car back in my hands because there's so much that I want to have done on that car. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I'll see you guys when I get to my barbershop. And I'm gonna do a before and after my hair because I can. All right guys, so I just got here. This is what my hair kind of looks like right now. It looks like complete shite. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a haircut, get a clean fade, and yeah, I'll catch you when I'm done.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, y'all. Yeah, looking clean, right? Got me looking fresh. That's all a dude really needs, man. Like whenever he needs his confidence up, whenever he feels like crap or feels fat or feels like, you know, he just needs to clean up a little bit, all he needs is a haircut. And yeah, man, confidence through the roof right now. Now it's about 8:48 in the morning. We just got done working out. We got done with our haircut. Now I gotta go and get us some gas. Adriana and I actually just got back from a trip from Tahoe, and we took the Supra, and the car was at a full tank, and currently we are at 248 miles on a full tank. And this is at a, let's see, what's our mixture? That's at E53, so it's not pure 91 California crap gas. We're actually mixed in with ethanol. So if you're ever curious to know how much miles you can get on a full tank, yeah, that's not too bad. And considering we're at about a little less than a quarter, maybe around an eighth of a tank left, I'm pretty sure this can get up to maybe like 280 or 290 on a complete full tank. But again, we're not trying to ride our fuel pump and like tax the system. So we are going to get some gas right now. I did semi-calculate how much miles per gallon we got in the car, and I got to around like 26 miles per gallon, which isn't too bad considering, you know, it's a sports car and it's tuned and all that. But that was also in normal mode, so I never ran it in sport. I would say 90%, even maybe 95% of the time it was in normal mode. So I really wasn't taxing the car very much. But I do want to mention, I don't think that this is accurate. Right now it says I have about 31.7 miles per gallon and 114 mile range. That's not accurate at all, because when I actually did the calculation on the gas tank and how much gas is left in the car, it did come out to around like 26, no better than 27 miles per gallon. And I really, really wish I brought my cell phone, because I wanted to show you guys the actual Supra app, which is pretty cool, but also pretty ridiculous, because I'm not the biggest fan of these gas gauges. I would much rather prefer that it has the old school gauge where it's like horizontal gauge, because these lines are kind of hard to read. Not like they're hard to visually see, but they're hard to determine how much gas is left in the car. So when you actually log into the app, it'll actually show you how many gallons you have left in the tank. And from there, I usually calculate my E50 mixture. Typically what I do is I take this number and I divide it by 2. Then I add like plus 0.2, and that's how much E85 I have to dump into the car. All right, guys, so we just got to the gas station. I'm gonna do my best to get the E50 mixture as close as possible. And I think I'm gonna need, oh shit, out of service. Womp womp. All right, we're gonna have to go to another gas station because the other side of this is also out. Okay, take 2 here. I think we're gonna need about 5.2 gallons of E85 and then the rest of 91. All right, now it's time for 91. Kind of inconvenient that I have to move the car just to pump a separate type of gas. It's not like the other station where everything is all in one pump, but it is what it is. So the cool thing about running E85 in the Supra, especially with the Ecutech tune, is that you can actually hijack the sport display to actually show the E85 mixture that's in the car. So right here is the horsepower. That'll actually change and fluctuate if I give it the beans. And right next to it here is the actual E85 mixture. So I know it says torque, but that's actually the mixture of E85 and the percentage content that's in there. So right now I'm at E53. It's gonna take a little while for the mixture to actually mix when I'm driving the car. So as I drive it for probably in the next 3-4 miles, it should give me a more accurate number of where my mixture actually is. All right, so right now we're actually at 64. That's because we pumped the car with E85 first. So the actual sensor is detecting it being a much more richer E85 mix. But once the 91 octane, which is the crappy California octane, gets mixed in there, it should get a little better. So another thing I kind of get asked is what happens if you put too much E85 in the tank, and is the car gonna explode or anything like that? The answer is no. There shouldn't really be an issue if you run too much E85. Obviously the car won't perform as well as it would if it was just on an E50 blend, but the computer is smart enough, especially with a competent tuner, it shouldn't really ever be an issue. Is it ideal? No, but at the same time, it's nice to know that the computer will make adjustments in order for it to be happy and make sure that, you know, a piston doesn't fly into outer space. I'm gonna hit, nope. Not today. Not today. All right, so we just made it home and our mixture looks like E52. So my math was not that bad. Hey, you happy to see me? So I just got home. That's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to kind of do this quick vlog just to pump something out there for you guys. So those are the updates I have for the E36. We have the Fitment stuff that's going on. Then we got to tow the car back home and do some engine prep for the engine bay. And yeah, I'm kind of in that dilemma of if I want to do the entire car or just the bay, but pretty sure we're just going to do the bay. Coming up in the future, next couple of videos will be of me covering some car meets. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.